Assalamualaikum and a very good day to doctor and friends. We are from Group 10. The company that we choose is FNN, Fraser and Neef Holdings Berhad. As for the background, two Englishmen who were already partner in printing business formed the Singapore and Straits Aerated Water Company. FNN plants in Malaysia certified under ISO 9001-2015 and ISO 22000-2005. Next, we move to the principles. There are 8 principles of ISO 9000. First is customer focus. FNN stated that they want to build consumer confidence and satisfaction with their product and service in order to develop consumer trust and loyalty. Next is leadership. FNN mentioned that they have a strong leadership to ensure efficient and effective business processes, make quick decisions, execute strategy, and provide services to consumers. Next is involvement of people. All employees in production line are trained in food management and hygiene. Next is process approach. A company must manage activities as processes and identifies relation between activities. Next, we go to systemic approach to management. This contributes to organization's effectiveness and efficiency in achieving objectives. Next is continual improvement. FNN stated that it's their responsibility to strive for zero defects through continuous quality improvement in their processes. Next is factual approach to decision making. This to ensure the accessibility of accurate and reliable data. Last but not least is mutually beneficial supplier relations. FNN adheres to the same ethical standard which based on the supplier code of practice.
Next is the benefit of ISO 9000. ISO 9000 benefit the company internally and externally. Internally, it improves the management and control of the company as well as improve internal communication. This is due to the documentation process that involves many process and people which increase the understanding and communication among people in the company. It also reduces product liability risk due to the adherence to the quality standard, thus also reduce the operational expenses as less problem occurs. For external benefit, externally, ISO 9000 improve customer satisfaction and also service due to the product quality are improved and maintained. Apart from that, it also attract investor to the company as the company follow an international standard which provide better impression of the company. Lastly, it increase the marketability of the company as the company are dedicated in providing quality to the consumers.
For the application and implementation of ISO 9000, there are 8 steps on how to implement the ISO 9000. Step 1 is learn, find out about the ISO 9000. Every company need to understand how the standard apply to the business by review the key concept. Get the top management on board, choose a register and define scope. Do a gap analysis by understand each business process in context of each requirement of the standard. Next is the management review. Step 2 is plan everything out for implementation. Establish implementation team. Implementation team will oversee all the implementation process of the business and perfectly understand the ISO standard. Create the implementation team, identify key process, get everyone involved. Step 3 is identify responsibilities, policies and objectives. Define the quality policy and objective, establish role and responsibilities. Staff of each department must be capable of performing audits, maintaining documentation, conduct management review and implement any needed changes. Step 4 is develop the documentation. Documentation include the quality manual, procedures document, work instruction, and forms or record. Ensure all the employees in the company have access to the recent version of the document. Step 5 is launch the quality system. Provide the employee training, implement the system. It is essential to keep implementation team on task in order to make sure the documentation is being developed properly. Audit the system. Step 6 is review performance. Conduct a management review. Management review should include customer feedback, process performance, product conformity, status of corrective action, changes that could affect the system and recommendation for the system improvement. Implement system changes, refine the system. Assessment and certification. Registration audit. Take corrective action and receive the certificate. Step 8 is continual improvement. Maintain and improve the quality management system. Plan by establish the timetable, do implement changes, regular checking by monitoring the process product, take action to continually improve the process performance.
Element of ISO 9000. For management responsibility, the responsibility to become the leading total beverage company in Malaysia and the regions and provide the return to the shareholder, accelerate value for the customer and reward. For quality system, FNN provide 12 certificates such as Halal Certificate, ISO and GMP. For contract review, F&M work with a local supplier and meeting with a supplier and doing the annual audit, tender management system and annual supplier assessment review. And for design in control, this is planned to standardize the safe product processing and can be throughout all the operations and strive for eco processing. For a document control, all of the document can be used in annual meeting every year and can be published at F&M website, such as overalls of the company, shareholder, management. For purchasing, F&M purchase source and closely with a supplier to ensure their goods and service meet the quality. And for control and of the purchaser supplied product, it is have a fully integrated and extensive distribution system and network to ensure all the product can distribute to customer and can always continually innovating a product and implement the digital technology for improvement. For product identifications and traceability, this is a form of the labeling, all the process validity worksheet to identify the output of the beverage and the processing control. This is integrated part of the modern food processing industry and can be improved to economic process. For inspection and testing, all the food can be tested to make sure all the food is clean from the microbe and the contaminations, and every testing can be recorded.
Next, the element number 11, inspection, measuring and test equipment is important for the F&M production to be calibrated regularly. Inspection and test status to be an indicator that state whether the test product has been through, whether it passed or failed. Number 13 is control of non-conforming product. 14, corrective action to maintain the procedure for detect the causes of non-conforming product. 15, handling, storage, packaging and delivery. 16, quality records. 17, internal quality audits. And 18, training, which is training record must be maintained for every employee showing their level of expertise. 19, create and maintain procedure to meet the specific requirement. 20, statistical techniques to assess the reliability. Process control, determining the quality level and data analysis. Problem that may occur is microbial problem. It is important to monitor the pasteurization temperature to kill the microorganism. The essential quality is carbonated soft drink must be good body, uniform color, free from insect, no turbidity, no sedimentation, and not contain heavy metal. In conclusion, F&M company able to maintain their growth and profitability consistently as the F&M company certified under ISO, and F&M company able to compete with bigger business and export their product as nowadays.